45 years after World War II, Tudjman makes Croatian nationalism respectable again. He downgrades the Serbs in Croatia to a minority and massively limits their rights.
This stoked fears and frustrations, and many thought of 1941 and the Ustaša state, when more than 200,000 Serbs were murdered and many deported or locked up in camps. The spirits of history kind of came up again.
There weren't only barricades on the streets. The biggest ones were in their minds. They were a welcome sign for extremists on both sides to take even more radical action. It led to battle, 100%.
For the Yugoslav central government in Belgrade, the time has come to bring the People's Army out of the barracks. The army sees its mission as defending the Yugoslav state and resolving internal conflicts.
The army tried to create buffer zones. They occupied barracks and tried to secure weapons depots so the conflict wouldn't escalate further. The atmosphere was great. We were an exuberant crowd who wanted to make the most of life, as if we felt something bad was coming. Before the war broke out, I lived with my family in Teslić in Bosnia-Herzegovina. I lived there until I was 6 years old, and when I was 6, we fled to Germany.
Dalida's family boarded one of the many buses that shuttled refugees.
Many were displaced within the Yugoslav region, within other Yugoslav states, or within other parts of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Many hundreds of thousands went around the world, parts of Europe, parts of North America, looking for protection, looking for different and better lives.
Nusreta Sivac has returned to her hometown Prijedor after many years in exile. A city where Bosnian Serb soldiers are venerated as heroes and where Muslims are still not welcome.
It was my own decision, although there were big problems for all who returned. The Serbian government here does not want any returnees. Here people are still discriminated against because of their nationality. That is why we can say that this is now an ethnically pure area. What was not finished by crimes in the war has now been completed in peace.
The need keeps growing. There's no electricity, no water. Food and medicine are in short supply.
And what was it destroyed for? Because of those nationalists who didn't even allow me to go to my brother's funeral. Not even that.
Tudjman had no interest in ending the war in Bosnia. He had dreamed of a Croatian state, a big, independent Croatian state. He was persuaded to do so with the promise of Western United States military support, support for ending the Serb hold over Croatia, for making Croatia a functioning state.
Since 1991, a third of Croatia has been under Serbian control. With American support, a powerful Croatian army is successfully built.
essentially ex-generals, ex-military people who would be deployed in Zagreb, who worked in the headquarters in Zagreb with the Croatian armed forces, and were able to help Croatia develop a strategic capability.
The genocide of Srebrenica. It will cost more than 8,000 Muslim men and boys their lives.